At the 21-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. At the 19-yard line. Here we go. Black 40. Get in the white room. From the gun, it's Lance. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over first and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. That's complete to John Ross. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
49ers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Lance going to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Here's Lance to throw it. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
And they'll go for it. Lance
completes it to Samuel. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
back to the running game with Mostert.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Browns' 21-yard line.
54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get in that hole. Hey, watch it.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
And Lance now to throw.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield off the play fake.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
And 9 yards to go.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Mayfield now. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. On to punt, Jamie Gillett. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think. It is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Lance.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On play action, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the 31-yard line.
Cut. Mike 17, Mike 17. Mike 17.
From the 31, Lance.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Got his target, Samuel.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Lance now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Pettis now on the return. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Pettis now on the return.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. Here's Mayfield.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll kick it away for the second time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Well, Raheem Mostert, remember, he established himself as a special teams guy before becoming a good runner, and he's never been one to back away from contact as he's able to run through would-be tacklers there on his way downfield. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And some room to maneuver. 20. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
2nd and 12. Here's Lance.
This is caught. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets him the lead here in the 3rd, but boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that too.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, Arrington. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Lance. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
The Browns drive about to get started. Following the interception, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Working out of the gun, Mayfield going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Now a play fake. Lance
sliding out of the pocket. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5. And Lance now to throw.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Powers by at the 40. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's at the lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
On first down, Lance
rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Throwing now is Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. touchdown! Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Baker.
And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Short gain last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Mayfield. Pass caught by Hooper.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mayfield to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield.
They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Mayfield.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for San Francisco, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.